Hello guys, welcome back. So in today's quick video, I'll be showing you how to search for genuine and quality jobs on Upwork to ensure that you apply only to those jobs that you are guaranteed to win and to save yourself of wasting connect, because as we know this connect cost money, right? They are not free, even though we get some free connects at the beginning of the month. If you want to bid for more jobs, you need to buy more connect. So that's what we'll be looking at. That's what we'll be going through today, right? So to search for a job on Upwork, you come to the top here where it says find work, right? You click on find work, and once you click on that, it will open up this page for you. And at the search bar here, you can search for a job, any type of job that you want. Of course, it will be jobs based on the skills that you have put in that you want to render, right? Or the services you want to render. Now, before you go on to um, searching for jobs, there are a few things that you would want to ensure are in place. And the first one is your profile. Of course, this is not my main profile that I work with. This is just an example to show us how Upwork is being done. I'll log on to my, or rather, let me log on to my main profile so that we'll see that just a moment. Okay, so I have switched my the account to my main profile, and this is me here. So if let's go to my profile, like as I was saying, you want to ensure that you have a complete profile of 100%. If you cannot get your profile showing up to 100%, make sure it is at least 90 or 95%. This is essential for your success on Upwork, because that's one of the things that clients look out for, the quality of your profile, before they can give jobs to you. You also want to work on your title, right? Your titles need to have a keyword in it and specific to the type of jobs you are trying to get. So for me here, you can see I have 100% profile, and this is my job title, right? Data entry expert, data analyst, data scientist, virtual assistant, right? So you can see my profile. I have written about myself. This is a client feedback. This is the very first job I did. So this was a feedback I got from one client. I have put that at the top so that when new clients read it, that will give them a level of comfort to, you know, give them a level of comfort to my skills and ability. And also, I've briefly introduced myself. Then I've gone ahead to mention what I can bring to the project and what differentiates me from the other freelancers, and then a call to action here, right? If you look through the profile, you will also see that I have my job experiences listed here and my education, right? So on this profile, I have 100% um, profile. So that's one thing you would want to ensure. And then your title needs to have the specific keyword in it for the type of jobs you're trying to get. Because when jobs are posted with those keywords, you would know, and then you'll be able to apply for them because they will show up on your matches, jobs that match your title, right? So so let's go on. To apply for jobs, you come up here to where it says find work. Okay, so you click on that. Once you click on that, you can put on your search term here. So let's say I want to be a legal consultant, or I'm looking for jobs relating to legal consultant. Of course, I'm not a legal. Let me just use something that is real. Let me use data analysis, which is my title, data analysis. So these are jobs relating to data analysis or that has data in it, basically, right? So let's say you go through the list of jobs, and then let's say I see one that I like to apply for. So let's say I want to apply for this first one, just as an example, right? So I click on that, it brings open up the job here for you. So once it opens up, you'll be able to see the job description, right? The responsibilities, the requirements, The client would have given you a detailed description about the job, what is required, and everything, right? And at the top here, you can see this says worldwide. Some clients will say they want US based freelancers alone, UK based freelancers alone. But once you see worldwide, that means anybody from any part of the world can apply to it. So you go through the job, you see the length, the duration. So for this particular one, the customer says it's an entry level task and should be between 1 to 3 months, right? And the hours required is less than 30 hours per week, which you will need to commit to that job. And these are the skills and expertise that are required to be able to carry out the job, right? So once you look out for a job, one of the things you want to focus on here is the activity on the job. What has happened on this job? So the proposers tell you how many people have applied to this job. So for this particular one, because it's just been posted a minute ago, we have less than 5 people that have applied to it. Intervene, the client has not started interviewing anyone. That's why that shows as 0. Invite sent. This tells you whether the client has invited any freelancer to apply for the job or not. And this is 0 because the client has not invited anyone to apply for the job. Unanswered invites tells you, okay, client has invited a few people, but this number of them have not answered. So this is also 0, right? So those are some of the things you look out for. Then on the right hand side here, you see about the client, right? This gives you details about the client, the location of the client. Yeah, this client is located in India, and then the payment method. So this one says payment method not verified. Now, for me personally, when I see payment method not verified, I don't like to apply for those kind of jobs because it means that Upwork has not verified the method of payment, right? So, and I don't want to risk it. I don't want to do a job that I will not be paid for. Now, this client has also not done any job on Upwork before. If you can see, members since March 8, 2024, meaning that the account has just been opened today, right? Today is March 8. So the client has not done any task on Upwork. Me as a person, I would not be dealing with this kind of client. I want clients who have history, whose payments are verified, right? And I've done 1 or 2 jobs with clients, with freelancers in the past. So for this one, I would go back and look for another one, right? Now, like I mentioned in when I was talking about Connect, that every job on Upwork requires a certain number of Connect before you can apply to it. So at the bottom of each job description that is posted, you'll see the Connect number of Connect required to apply. So for this particular one, it says 12 Connect is needed to apply. For this one, 12 Connect is also needed. So for this one, 8 Connect is required. For this one, only 4 Connect, right? And this is 16. So each job has different number of Connect required. And this is dependent on the complexity of the job and how easy the task is. So the more they connect, the more complex. That is what I think, because this is a senior data scientist task, and you can see it's just 16. This one is 4 connect. I may be wrong though. So this one is 4 connect, or it may not be about the complexity, it may be about the number of hours or how much client is willing to pay on the job, right? So the more payment, the more they are willing to pay, the more the number of connect. Okay, you can see this one is between 20 to 45, requires 16 connect. Okay, so let's go on. Also, when I'm searching for jobs, I like to filter for specific things. So on the left hand side here, you see the various filters that we can use to search for jobs. Now, so on this right hand side, after you have searched for the type of job you're looking for, let me use another example. Let me say graphics design. or graphic designer, whatever one. Okay, so now let's say I want to search for a graphic design job, right? And have come here. Now, every job that has graphic design mentioned in it will pop up for you. But if you want to streamline it, you can use any of these filters. So if I'm an entry level graphic designer and I'm looking for entry level task, I'll select entry level here. But if you're an expert, you can go ahead and filter based on the expert. So for this graphic design, you'll say that 2,069 of those jobs are for entry level roles, 15,554 are intermediate, and 6,677 are expert. So, and you can select more than one, obviously. So you can choose entry level and intermediate if you can handle intermediate tasks. But if you feel your level of skill can only handle for entry level, you go ahead and select entry level. If you're an expert, go ahead and select expert. Now, I've also mentioned in one of the previous videos that there are two methods clients are billed for jobs on Upwork. So they can either get billed hourly or you bill them based on a fixed payment. Now, this one's is an hourly job between 20 to 50. This one is hourly between 8 to 22. Let's scroll down. Now, this one is a fixed job, right? So no matter the number of hours, whether you use 1 hour to complete it or you use 10 hours, the client is willing to pay an estimated budget of $75, right? Now, so if you're interested in just fixed jobs, you select fixed. If you want to streamline to the amount, you can select this. But if you are in for any amount, just leave that open and select fixed. If you are open for both fixed and hourly, you can go ahead and select both, right? Now, you can also number of proposals. Now, this is a very important one for me as well. For I don't like to apply to jobs that already have more than 20 proposals or 15 to 20 proposals applied to, because on the client side, they will only see the first 10 proposals submitted. If they want to see more than 10, they will have to click on the next page to view more proposals. And most times, they usually find what they are looking for or the freelancer who is fit for the job within the first 10 proposals. So me personally, I like to go for jobs with less than 5 or between 5 and 10 or at the most between 10 and 15. Anything above 15, I don't like to apply for, right? Because like I said, these chances of your proposals being viewed is minimal. Now, another thing I like to select here is for clients whose payments are already verified. This doesn't mean that clients whose payments are not yet verified are not genuine. Some of them are genuine. They may be new because, of course, all of us start on anything um, one day, right? There's always a first time to everything. So it doesn't mean that customers whose payments are not verified are not genuine. But like I said, it's just a personal preference for me. I like to go for those clients whose payments are already verified, right? So once their payment is verified, whether they already have any number of hires or 1 to 9 hires, it doesn't matter to me. Once their payment is verified, I'm comfortable. If you also want to streamline based on location, you can do that, but I usually do not select any of these. Those are the filters I personally use, but you can play around and see which ones would work best for you. So once you select those filters, it will reflect on the job here. Now, let's look at another job, right? That a client has posted. I'll just scroll down. Okay, so let's see this one that says needs a graphic designer to make online logo ads. Okay, and the number of connects required for this job is 8 connect. We have less than 5 people who have applied to it. It's a fixed price job for intermediate level. with an estimated budget of $20. So $20, yeah. So the customer is willing to pay only $20 for this task because it's a simple task. It's just a logo design. So you click on the job, you read through the description. I need a logo made for my sports betting Discord, and I need it to fit the following website. So the customer has gone ahead to give the criteria or the requirement for the logo, the size 500 by 500 pixels to fit for Google display ads, Twitter needs, and the likes. Right? So customer has gone ahead to give a detailed description of what he wants. Okay. Now the fixed payment is shown here again, $20, and is an intermediate task. He has attached a sample. You can download and view that. He has attached a sample of what he wants. So this is a sample of the kind of design the customer wants, right? Now let's go back to the job. It says it's an ongoing project. That means once you complete this task, if the client likes you and is satisfied with your job, then he can be on a retainer basis, meaning that he can always get you more jobs, right? Now let's go down to the activity on the job. On the activity, we can see it's less than 5 proposals. Less than 5 people have submitted proposals. The customer last viewed this job posting 2 minutes ago. When did he post it? He posted it 25 minutes ago. And he has come back to see, he came back 2 minutes ago to see how many people have applied. He has not started interviewing anybody yet. He has not sent out any invites to any freelancer yet, right? So this is a kind of job that you would want to apply for because it shows when customer comes back to view their job, it shows how serious they are with the job, right? And then if, like I said, if you have less than 10 proposals, your chances are higher. Again, the customer has gone ahead to give detailed description. If you look on the section that says about the client, you will see that this client has a 4.95 review at 4.95 out of 5-star review, and 18 people have reviewed him. That means he's a good person to work with, right? Because the review is positive. The location of the client is in the UK. He has posted 33 jobs. He has a 73% higher rate, and he has only one job open at the moment. He has spent a total of $17,000 on Upwork. He has hired 26 freelancers that have worked for him, and this is his average hourly pay. So if he has any job that he pays on hourly rate, this is his average hourly rate, and the total hours freelancers have worked for him is 3,629, right? He has been a member since 2029. Now, so you scroll. One of the things I also like to do when applying to jobs is I like to address my proposals to the client, to personalize the proposals by addressing them by their name. How do you find out this client's name? If you scroll down here, you'll see client recent history 24. So you'll see all of the reviews that the client has given to freelancers and freelancers given to clients. So this no feedback given. So to freelancer, where you see to freelancer, that means the client has given a feedback to the freelancer. So the first one at the top is usually the one the freelancer has given to the client. So at the top here, this freelancer says David is a kind-hearted person with clear goal of mission and vision. He has patience that no other has. He is surely a good person. So this client's name, this one has addressed him as David. Let's go on to another one. If we see, so um, so this freelancer didn't give any review. This one also didn't give. Now this one says the client was very pleasant to work with. They gave me clear instructions and feedback, and the job went smoothly. All the best. Now, so we've seen positive reviews about the client. You can go on and check more. Client knew what they wanted and collaboration was easy. Another positive one. Always great to work with David. He knows exactly what he wants and how to communicate it. Also positive. And again, this person has addressed him as David. So we now have, we can now see that the customer's name is David, right? So when you're sending out your proposal, you want to address it to David. Hello, David, dear David, you know. Now, so once you have gone through all of that and you are satisfied and okay, comfortable to go ahead to apply for the job, you click here where it says apply now. You click on that, it will open on another page. Okay. Now, because I do not have enough connect, it's asking me to buy more connect. Okay, let me just buy small for 100 connect. Okay. Okay. So I have bought 100 connect right now. It has brought me to the page. Let me go back there so that you see how that works. When you click on apply now, it opens up this page for you. Now again, this is the description about the job, right? And these are the terms of the job. By how do you want to be paid? This section that says how do you want to be paid? There are two ways you can be paid. Do you want to be paid by milestone if it's a project that has milestones, or do you want to be paid by project? That's after you have completed the entire project, once the work is delivered and the client is satisfied. So by you also sometimes you also negotiate with the client to know how they want to be paid, because there are some projects that will have milestones. Okay, do this stage first. Once you complete this stage, I'll pay you a certain amount, and then once the second stage is completed, I'll balance up the payments. But there are some projects that is just by project. For this one, for example, there is no milestone, so you select by project, and then customer is willing to pay $20. Now, for every job that you win on Upwork, Upwork will take a 10% service fee. So on this one, their 10% service fee is $2. So what you will be paid at the end of the day is $18, right? And then you can set how long the project will take you to complete. For this one, it's just a simple logo design. It should be less than 1 month. And then this is where the cover letter section is where you submit your proposal. So you, dear David, so I have written this proposal back end so I don't waste your time. So I have said, dear David, I trust this finds you well. Are you ready to take your Discord server to the championship level with a logo that screams winning bet and expert picks? We see you've attached a concept and we love the direction, but let's take it a step further. So if you remember when I was talking about how to create how to create proposals that will work, I said you should always insert a hook that would catch the client's attention. So here, this is our hook, right? We have greeted him and addressed him by his name. You have inserted the hook, and then this is what the section that talks about what you bring to the table. How do you want to contribute to the success of the project? And these are the things I have mentioned. And then this is the part where I talked about call to action. After every proposal, you always want to insert a call to action to let the customer reach out to you, have that chat to see if you're the best fit for the project, right? And then I said, I look forward to hearing from you. Best regards, Folashade. So once you are done with your proposal, now if you have any attachment, any graphic design that you have done, right, that you want to attach to the proposal to show your skills and ability, you can click on upload and look for the file and upload, right? Now, once you are done with all of that, all you have to do is just click on submit proposal and it goes to the client. Once the client reads the proposal and is interested to go ahead with you, he will send you a message and then you can take on your conversation from there. For this one, I'm just going to click on cancel because obviously I'm not a I'm not a graphic designer, so I'm not looking to apply to this job, right? I've just only used it as a demonstration. So I'll go ahead and cancel. So that's how you go through each and every job that you want to apply for. That's the process you go through. Check the details, check the payment that the customer is willing to pay for. Look at this one now, is a fixed payment and the customer is willing to pay $200, right? Now, so once you are done with all of that and you've are satisfied, click on apply, apply to the job, and the customer will reach out to you if he is interested in your proposal and interested in working with you. But like I said, before you start sending out proposals, make sure your profile is complete. Make sure you have your work experience, your portfolio, all up to date. If you do not have a portfolio, if you haven't done any job on Upwork before, you can create samples of things that you can do, upload them on your portfolio as your samples, right? So we'll be stopping here for this video, and in the next one, I'll be showing you how to accept job invitations from clients. You know, when we're going through the activity on the job, I said the client can invite you to apply to a job he or she has posted, right? So there are times you will receive invitations from clients. That's what we'll be looking at next in the next video, how you can accept the invitations. Okay. Thank you all for watching and I'll see you in the next one.